In this video, we'll be exploring the for loop. So for loops are loops that repeat again and again until you want it to stop. Well, some for loops you wouldn't want it to stop, which are called forever loops. So let's get started into it. So for loops are written as this format. So for, and then you would have whatever variable you would put here. So in this case, I would put I, and here's a special case. So this is a variable, but you don't have to put like I equals 1, but you can, but you don't have to. So for I in, and then something. So it's either in the range of something or in something, but in something has to be a list, which we will learn later. So we're focused on range right now. So range, if you wanted to repeat 10 times, you would want to do 1 range 1 10. But the problem is it wouldn't really get to 10 because it's running 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. That's how Python works. It wouldn't get to 10. So in order to do this, you would have to do 0 and then 10 and then colon, and then you put whatever you want here. So for example, you can do, let's say, print I, and then you can save this as for loop.py, and then if we run this, it will do 9. But see, there are exactly 10 numbers in here, and if we don't want to do this, we can just do 1 and 11, so that all the numbers are 1 to 10. You see, now this works. So a more interesting thing with for loops is that you can break or step out of the loop whenever you want. It's sort of like you go around a circle, but you can go out of the circle. So for example, if you want to do for I in range, for example, you use the same thing, 1 11. And if you want to say, for example, if you want to stop at 5, you want to do this. If, using our older video examples, if, the statement if, then if I is equal to, you have to put 2 equals, because in Python, equals represents variables like substitutions, and like this equals this, so it's a encryption. But like double equals is like comparing something. So if I equals 5, let's say you want to stop at 5, then we can do break. So break, what break does is it breaks the for loop, so it would get out of the loop. So if you test this, it would theoretically stop at 5. Oh yeah, we have to print too. So print I, and then we run module 1 2 3 4 5, and it stops. And you can do that, but like if you do like if I equals 100, it would just go to 10 because it wouldn't even reach 100. You see, and you can do for loops inside for loops. So for you have to pay close attention. You can't put I in here because then it would count as the same thing, and all the things will get messed up because Python would think I is the same variable as this loop and this loop. So you have to put J or another variable, J in range 1 11. Print let's say I plus J, and that way it would technically print 100 times of whatever this is. So then and then if you put break, here's a problem. Look, if we do if J equals if I plus J, no wait, if I equals 5, and then let's say break, well, here's a problem. You see, it would keep on going until it stops. So why? Because the if can only break out of one for. Yes, 1. So then it will just keep going on this, because if you're doing I equals 5, then it will break out of this loop, but it will still be in the I loop. So it'll be stuck there forever until the loop ends. Okay, so that is the thing to think about. And that will be the 4 lesson for now, and see you later. How to Python.